Tonight on UMTV News, it's rivalry week at UM, and students are battling FSU in something other than football.
Plus, wildfires continue to scorch California after a week of burning, and now there are evacuation orders.
Also, a friendly face has greeted students at the Wellness Center for years and does not plan on any leaving anytime soon. All that and more coming up. UMTV News starts right now.
Hello and welcome to UMTV News. I'm Sharon Dankwa.
And I'm Zhiwei Zhang. Glad you can join us.
We begin with breaking news, a topic that has taken over the world of college sports for years has now reached a new settlement by NCAA Board of Governors. The board announced just a couple hours ago it'll allow student athletes to use and benefit from their name, image, and likeness as long as it is consistent with the college model. The statement reads, "We must embrace change to provide the best possible experience for college athletes." The final decision and statement released happened after a Board of Governors meeting reviewed a committee report that examined the name, image, and likeness issue.
So we voted today to really encourage our members now to begin the process of considering how they're going to modernize the rules of each of the divisions, 1, 2, and 3, to allow student athletes greater opportunities to monetize their name, image, and likeness. We think it's the appropriate thing to do, and we're looking forward to it.
The decision comes after multiple states backed proposals to pay college athletes in recent months.
The U.S. Department of Health and Human Services has decided not to renew their contract with a company that manages one holding facility for migrant children in Homestead, Florida. The UM Department decision to stop contracts with the Comprehensive Health Services Company has been pushed by several reports of the facility violating federal court orders regarding its treatment of the children. Last year, the facility held over 3,000 children and planned to continue expanding, but this new decision has put a stop to any future plans, stopping the overwhelming number of children not tended to be in the facility.
While only some students have the opportunity to bring home a victory in the field this week versus Florida State, all students are invited to participate in a competition to beat FSU for a good cause. Our reporter Lily Marks explains.
The University of Miami is hosting its annual Battle for the Bucket blood drive in honor of the rival Florida State game. Students can compete to beat FSU for the most pints of blood.
So I was walking by and they asked me if I'd liked it. I figured, why not? It's for a good cause, right? I've done blood before and I've never done platelets, and I had time. The reason why I've never done it is because of time constraint.
Free food is offered to all donors, as well as a free wellness check, including blood pressure, pulse, temperature, iron count, and a cholesterol screening.
We're offering a couple different procedures to help out different people. Whole blood as well as platelets. Goes to anybody going through traumatic experience, surgeries, any type of blood loss situations. And also, especially the platelets, they help out cancer patients. Anybody going through chemo, radiation, the primary recipients of battling leukemia. We're going to be here Monday through Wednesday. We're going to be here from noon till 9 p.m. every day. And then we're also going to have buses outside from 11 a.m. till, I believe, 7.
Students can give blood at the Shalala Student Center or in one of the 2 big red buses around campus through October 30th.
Okay, all the blood we collecting, they go to all the hospitals in Florida. Also, we are in the Georgia, part of Alabama. Now we are going to the East Coast, to the North Carolina and South Carolina, all the hospitals.
For UMTV, I'm Lily Marks.
And coming up next after the break, Republican lawmakers storm a meeting over Donald Trump's impeachment inquiry.
Plus, an update on last year's deadly collapse of the I-5 bridge. Stay with us. UMTV News will be right back.
Meet the scan, a simple procedure whose mission is to detect lung cancer early.
I'm here to save you.
But I feel fine.
That's great, but you may still be at high risk for lung cancer.
Oh man, that's a new fence.
If you smoke, early detection could save your life. Learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Sonoma County in California has been burning since last week. The fires have already engulfed more than 75,000 acres in and around the county. And are now getting closer to Los Angeles. Residents of more than 10,000 structures are under mandatory evacuation. Red flag warnings will be in place for most of the Bay Area. Officials are warning extreme shift and weather that can happen in seconds.
About 24 lawmakers have stormed the secure hearing room Wednesday morning, disrupting the closed-door testimony of the Pentagon official.
They're in violation of House rules. Their House parliamentarian has ruled that you just can't crash committees. So they're just trying to be disruptive because the facts are not on their side, the law is not on their side.
Chanting, "Let us in," the members of the Conservative Freedom Caucus then entered the restricted area in the sensitive compartment information facility where the interview with witnesses had been conducted. Some appeared to be carrying cell phones into the room in violation of security protocols.
Last year, a pedestrian bridge collapsed near FIU in Miami, killing 6 people. The National Transportation Safety Board held a meeting to outline several factors that led to the collapse. In the report, federal investigators determined the bridge showed significant design errors and that the state government should have conducted greater oversight.
Over the last 2 months, the United States Coast Guard has been busy in international waters of the Caribbean Basin and Eastern Pacific Ocean, offloading drugs. On Monday, the Coast Guard offloaded about 28,000 pounds of seized cocaine and 11,000 pounds of marijuana at Port Everglades in Florida. The drugs were caught over a 2-month period. The street value of the drugs is estimated to $375 million.
Disney is where dreams come true, but visiting Disney seems not enough for one employee who has been accused of stealing $14,000 worth of Disney costumes. Patrick Spikes is about to get handcuffed.
And we're keeping your phone. And actually, no, give me that.
According to detectives, the smartphone he didn't want to give up was used to take these pictures of costumes and props they say he stole from Walt Disney World.
So those pictures are on the internet right now, and they're attached to your phone number. You didn't send those pictures out? Nope.
The Orange County Sheriff's Office says the 24-year-old is a former Disney worker, and he used his ID to get behind-the-scenes access to the theme park. Then he'd take backstage photos he'd upload to his Twitter account called Backdoor Disney.
Destroy evidence.
I wasn't destroying evidence. How are you taking my phone?
Back in 2018, Disney reported an animatronic stolen from Epcot. It later discovered costumes missing from the Haunted Mansion and other attractions. Deputies say Spice and his cousin, Blanton Taunton, stole the items, and they have the pics to prove it. Taunton even created this fake name and ID. Investigators say this is Spikes wearing one of the wigs, and this is Taunton's girlfriend showing off a crown and dress Disney reported stolen.
What do you know?
I just told you, I'm not telling you. This is your car, that's your leg. These are the things you had in your possession. We want them back.
Detectives say the duo would then sell many of the items online, making thousands of dollars per illegal transaction, and this had been going on for over 2 years.
That's crazy. I mean, I love Disney, but I wouldn't go that far.
Yes, I agree. It's strange for him to do that.
And coming up next, a special look at a longtime University of Miami employee who does not plan on going anywhere. UMTV News next.
So we were walking to school. I started thinking about lunch. Mom packed me turkey and cheese.
She's
I really
smart.
want cheese pizza.
Sometimes her mind wanders.
We should have a sleepover.
I remember saying, Laura?
I think I heard Mom say something.
The sign says don't walk.
Sometimes it's so overwhelming.
I really hope she doesn't
I
have
really
another
hope I
bad
don't
day
have
at
another
school
bad day at
today.
school today.
When you can see learning and attention issues from their side, you can be on their side. Go to understood.org, a free online resource with support and tools to help your child thrive.
145 over 92.
180 over 111.
I had a heart attack, a cardiac arrest, and then a stroke.
This is what high blood pressure looks like. You might not feel its symptoms, but the results from a heart attack or stroke are far from invisible or silent. Get back on your plan or talk with your doctor to create an exercise, diet, and medication plan that works for you. Go to loweryourhbp.org.
If I would have followed a treatment plan, I would not be in this situation.
With changes to the intramural fields and racquetball courts, Miami Wellness Center is updating its look. But while students and residents move on, David Perez joins us to tell us why one employee is not going anywhere. David?
Thanks, Sharon. If you hang around the Wellness Center's food stand, you'll find anything from Cliff Bars to strawberry shakes. And while food and drinks are the draw, the man behind the register is serving up a smile. Since opening its doors 23 years ago, Miami's Wellness Center has seen a lot of changes. But behind the counter, Alonzo Mejia has been a staple.
Been working here for more than 24 working here in this place, but I used to work at the faculty club. After many years, I'm here. So that means that I like it.
And he's checked into a spot behind the register every day on schedule.
I come to work on time. I never been late. Never been taking a sick days. So that means I like to work here.
But Mejia's impact goes beyond time cards and sick days. To the campus community, he's different from the rest.
He's muy amable. He's a gentle, friendly guy. It's a very humanizing aspect to a university culture, which is sometimes a little corporate.
And while he lends a hand, his family at UM had a hand in changing his life.
Yes, I'm from Colombia. I came to the United States without speaking any word in English. I think I learned English working in this place.
His connection with the university makes this his dream job, a dream he never wants to end.
UM is part of my family. The day that I leave and I come back, I think I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna be crying. Yeah, because so too many years in here. So many years.
Mejia says he gets sad every time a student walks away because he doesn't know when he's going to see them again. So if you walk past his counter, give him a wave. It means more than you think. I'm David Perez for UMTV. Back to you at the desk.
Thank you, David. And just when it thought the University of Miami couldn't get any better, the Miami Hurricanes have decided to upgrade their baseball facilities. On Friday, UM announced the start of a funding raise campaign to raise $7 million to upgrade facilities at Alex Rodriguez Park and Mark Light Field. And one of the coaches, Gino DeMari, has kick-started the campaign with a $500,000 donation. The campaign included funding for a new scoreboard, locker room lounge, and nutrition renovations. This funding raise is the second part of a wave of renovations.
And the most recent recipient of new facilities, the UM football team, provided the generous contributions from donors were making a difference for the team on the field this past weekend. After spending the last two games sidelined, Jaron Williams entered the game with minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Williams' 32-yard touchdown pass to senior receiver KJ Osborne scored the Canes' fourth victory for the season over Pitt. The Hurricanes looked strong on the defense side of the ball, as well as forcing 3 turnovers, 2 interceptions, and only allowing the Pitt offense the chance to score field goals. The Hurricanes will head to Tallahassee this weekend for a highly anticipated rival game against Florida State University. We have a big game coming up this weekend in Tallahassee.
Yeah, hopefully the Hurricanes get another win up there.
Let's hope. And that's all for UMTV News for today.
See you again next week. Have a good night.